Isto, eu acho que isto é para tipo, vai aparecer a máscara do Raiden aqui. Acho que é só isso. Normal. O que é que aparecia no 1? Eu sei que no 2 aparece, acho que a máscara do Raiden. Sim, 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 é o início. É só esse pormenor, acho eu, que muda. Assim aparece o Raiden. Para quem gostar do Raiden, sempre vê aqui o Raiden, entre aspas. Apesar do Raiden não existir aqui, não é? David Hayter, a melhor voz de Snake. Não fales na voz do Metal Gear, não. É tão estranha, meu. É tão estranho o que fizeram. Eles o 5 deram muitos pontapés no... Muitos pontapés, muitos tiros no pé. Faz sentido entre aspas, porque tu jogas com o Naked Snake. Principalmente no Ground Zeroes. E ele não tem o David Hayter na mesma. Acho eu que não. Olha o Raiden, olha o Raiden, gente. Mas eu percebo o que tu queres dizer, Zortex. Faz sentido em certo ponto, mas tinham colocado o David Hayter a fazer a voz do Naked Snake, pelo menos. Aí faria sentido.
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
Atenção, gente, isto não é o Raiden, ok? Não pensem que isto é o Raiden, isto é só porque eu escolhi que gostava do Metal Gear Solid 2. Eu não puxa, meu, não puxa.
Depressurization complete. Checking oxygen supply. 6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Este é o papá dos Snakes todos, gente. Isto é a lenda. Isto é literalmente a lenda.
Sunrise.
Tem cara de Raiden porque eu escolhi que gostava do Metal Gear Solid 2, então ele está a usar uma máscara do Raiden. Não faz sentido, mas é isso. Mas é o Snake, o pai, é o Big Boss. Ainda não é Big Boss aqui.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear. Activate bailout model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first Halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by.
É só o início, é só a primeira cutscene.
Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
And fly. God be with you.
Ui! Como é que é, gente? Para quem tira da Towers? Já joguei, mas foi tipo há 10 anos ou mais, meu. Provavelmente há mais. Bem mais. Tipo, eu lembro-me, até porque o meu nome vem de um boss, que é o que eu mais me lembro, não é?
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially
É
organized
neste?
into a unit.
Neste tens contra o Ocelot, sim.
Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well,
Os filhos tiraram a cena de fumar do pai, estão a ver?
a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Mas este jogo era muito à frente para a altura.
OKB-754
Cena da
design build,
camuflagem,
one of the
de
Soviet's
comer,
top
caçar
secret
comida e o
weapon
caralho.
research facilities,
Bué survival.
and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't
Curar
that famous
feridas.
rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th,
Temos de salvar o
1961,
Sokolov,
the
gente.
Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established
Se deixares
Design
passar o
Bureau.
tempo, ele...
From a
Bora.
lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of
O
holes.
outro eu
back
não me
then.
lembro qual é.
Then
Eu,
what?
eu usei a normal,
We
não é
got
que é matá-lo.
Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the
É o
process
The End,
of
chama-se The
deploying
End, o boss.
intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President
Os
demanded
bosses
that
neste
the
jogo são todos
Soviets
altamente,
dismantle
não?
and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy...
Gente,
gave
calma,
us
ainda não começamos isto, pá.
command. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight.
24 horas?
Then, a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs.
Os clipes
Nice name
virgens.
for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Eu curti bué, meu.
Apparently, they're conducting a
O
field
2 é que
test
me
of the
dizem para não
weapon.
jogar.
It's our
Não sei
best
porquê.
chance to get him back.
Ou melhor, sei mais ou menos que
This
já
would
vi
never have been possible
nos
if he was
vídeos,
still
mas...
in the research
Mas
facility.
até parece engraçado.
This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
Caraca, ainda estamos a cair, gente. Eu o 5 adorei. O problema para mim do 5 é que eu acho que é totalmente a ação, meu. Eu gosto de hack and slash quando te obrigam tipo a procurar as portas e a resolveres um ou outro puzzle. E eu acho que o 5 foi total abstenção disso. Foi tipo corredor, matas gajos, corredor, matas gajos, outra arena, matas gajos, mais um corredor, matas gajos, mais uma arena. Sim, era. Supostamente era para ser um Resident Evil 4. Ora, pois é, agora temos miras. Agora conseguimos usar a primeira pessoa em algumas cutscenes, gente. Isto vai-se servir útil. Vai-se servir útil em certas partes.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can
Sim.
handle
Inicialmente tiveram, mas no 5 já não tem nada. No 5 é mesmo só fight.
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve
É como o Ninja
tank,
Gaiden,
using a
pá.
4-hour
O
time
Ninja
limit.
Gaiden eu curti mais o primeiro porque tinha mais exploração. O 2 e o 3 estão altamente, sem fight e o caraças, mas o primeiro em exploração era brutal.
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Calma como está a aterrar. Está aí o mosquito, gente. Eu lembro-me quando joguei o Devil May Cry 1, morri muito a ver. Daí que nem cheguei ao fim na altura. Mas eu também era patinho. Está um man! Temos que lhe tirar esta máscara, meu. Era. Sim, era. Então eu não sou bonito. É ou não é um bonito Raiden? Estão a ver? Esta é a câmera nova. Mas também dá para meter a vista de cima e assim. Mas eu prefiro esta, meu. Aí dá para trocar, olha. Dá para trocar no R3. Isto é a câmera normal do original. Oh, fuck. Isto é a câmera original do jogo, gente. Ok? Esta é pronto, que giro, dá para trocar, olha. Isso é fixe. Dar para trocar é giro. Assim, alta é original, é a primeira câmera, sim. É mais podre. É a câmera que usavam no 1 e no 2.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening.
Olha, aqui não dá para abanar os gajos.
From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other.
Dá para ver fotos deles.
Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake.
Naked
I'll be
Snake.
referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training?
Dá para abanar, olha, dá para abanar o gajo.
Glad to
Olha.
hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Major
and
Tom.
Snake.
Yeah,
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
good idea. This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Já vamos tirar, já se vai o Raiden, gente. Ó. Aí está o homem. Aí está a cobra nua, gente. Isto é quando escolhes que gostas do Metal Gear Solid 2. Ele vai com a máscara do Raiden e depois tira. É um pormenor engraçado só isso. Não faz sentido nenhum, não é? Mas o Raiden aqui não existe. Neste jogo acho que não existe é aquele minimapa como existe no 1 e no 2. Ainda não existem radares.
Can you hear me, Major Tom? This is Snake. Kept you waiting, huh?
Kept you
This
waiting,
will be
huh?
a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Estou nu.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Ok.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject.
São em que ordem
how exactly
cronológica?
am I supposed to feed myself?
Este acho que é o
You've been
primeiro.
issued a knife and
Em
a
ordem
tranquilizer
cronológica este é o
gun.
primeiro.
Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then.
Pensa assim, basicamente
Know
o
where
3
it is?
é o primeiro.
No problem.
Falando
I
dos
can see it
3Ds.
from here.
Dos 3Ds.
It's stuck on a branch.
3 é o primeiro. Depois tens o Peace Walker. Ok, mas o Peace
Climb a
Walker não
tree,
vamos jogar, que é um.
Stand in front of a tree
não é muito
that's
importante.
covered in ivy and press the action button.
Depois tens o 5.
I'll
Ok?
be monitoring your progress over the radio.
E depois é o 1, o
Can't
2 e
risk
o 4.
violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay,
O Racing
Snake,
é um
go get your
spin-off,
backpack.
basicamente. É no futuro. Não, é o futuro. Mas não conta. É tipo como se fosse Dragon Ball GT, estás a ver? Não conta para a lore oficial mesmo. Ok, nós agora temos que ir buscar. Oi! Está a ver? Ó, isto é a câmara. Isto é a câmara do antigo. Está a ver? Que vocês podem andar a mexer assim nela e tal, mas isto é do antigo. E esta é do. É a nova que meteram depois. Eu acho que vou variando, gente. Eu vou jogar com as duas e pronto, é mais fácil. Ok, está aqui a nossa mochilinha. Três, 5, 1, 2, 4.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose weapon from the backpack.
Basicamente, yeah.
Your
Ok, é
available
isso.
weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from item.
Got it.
Mais ou
Use
menos
the
isso.
survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's
Já
right.
dei esse exemplo ontem, eu sei.
Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once
Ui,
its
o
durability
suppressor
reaches
acaba.
zero, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia.
Não, o do Raiden é
It
mais
could
no futuro,
spark
acho.
an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there.
Vai no
This is a
futuro,
stealth
tipo,
mission.
sei lá, ano
You're a
depois,
ghost,
2 anos
Snake,
depois, uma
in
coisa assim.
every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
Os bichos no Devil May Cry são bem marados.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy.
Só de lembrar das marionetes logo no início do 1.
Death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind.
Posso-me fingir de morto e
You
o
said this was a
caraças.
solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance.
Já está um
Member of the
bocadinho
support team
high-tech,
will be
mas
in
ainda não
charge
está
of monitoring
totalmente.
your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As the
Paramedic?
medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Vai ser a nossa menina
Are
para
you
gravar?
going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Deus
Jane
Ex,
Doe.
já tentei jogar, mas
funny.
nunca cheguei ao fim de nenhum.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to
Outro
save,
Jack.
send a message over
Mas
the
este não é
reserved
mesmo Jack,
save
é
frequency, 140.96.
Ele é John, ele é John,
So
mas
saving lets
tem
me
a mania de
record
chamar
my mission
Jack.
data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
é mais fácil de ser
Good
Snake.
to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years is it now?
Olha a boss dele.
Boss?
Boss.
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself.
Tens que aprender a pensar sozinho, meu.
Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack. I was on a top-secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate the missions.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do me a favor.
What is it?
Call me Snake.
Snake? Oh, right. Your codename is Snake. It suits you well.
Obrigado,
That's
obrigado.
right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the Major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
The stealth mission, guys.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Nosso Snake tá gatinho, hein?
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Barica. Ok. Ok, esperando o raio dos cães, faz favor. Vamos já gravar, gente. Vamos já gravar.
Saving the game, Snake?
Ya. Vamos já gravar. Não vá a coisa. Está tudo acordado ou já foram mimir? Está tudo acordado, obviamente. Pá.
Hey, Snake?
Tudo acordado. Menos os que já estão a dormir. Vai, não, eu, se não li o que a outra dizia, também não vou ler o que tu dizes. Sobre filmes. Espera aí, peço desculpa. Ok. Let's go, guys. Dremuchis Swampland. Não, Swampland. Swampland. É Swampland. O que é que nós temos aqui? Sonar, motion detector. Ah. E o sonar? Sensor that detects animals with sound waves. Tem alguma coisa aqui? Esse é pássaros isto, não? O que é que temos mais? Motion detector. AP vibrates when detecting life forms. Revival pill. Development can wake up from fake death. Ok. Fake death pill. Isto é para nos matarmos, entre aspas. Isto é cigarro. Ok. O scope. Vamos andar com o motion detector ligado. Oi. Oi, o que temos aqui? Eu estou-me a afogar muito. Pois. Se calhar. Pois. Espera aí, gente. Espera aí. Isto não contou, ok? Isto não contou. Isto não contou. Pensava que não ia falecer assim. Ok. Então não dá para... Deixa eu ir para aqui primeiro. Ok. Eles ainda não me atacaram. Vamos meter este a dormir. Eu não preciso matar aquele, pai não. Espera aí. Eu sou por aqui, ele não vai morder, pai não. Ok, está safe, gente, está safe. Está safe. Olha uma cobra, hein? Quieta. Ok. Can I keep it? Yes. Claro que podes.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. We can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the Camo Index. The Camo Index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
Hi! Então, camuflagem, não é? Ora, mais 5. Mais 30. 50%. Não conseguimos mais? 50% já não é mau, pois não? Anda aí qualquer coisa nas ervas, meu.
What the? I'm just seeing things.
Ui, tá aqui um gajo, meu. Vou tentar apanhar este gajo à moda antiga. Não, põe a pé.
Huh? Who's that?
Oh, shit! Tá. Não era isto que eu queria fazer, meu. Sorry. Desculpem pela imagem, gente. Ok, nós viemos por aqui. Não dá bem por aqui, ó, dá? Deixa-me ver o que é que tem por aqui, só assim por curiosidade. Não tem nada. Tem. SV Dragon 9 Sniper Rifle, olha. Uma sniper, boa. Oi. Temos caminho para aqui. Aqui estamos com 90% de camuflagem, ok. É assim, gente.
Who's that?
What the fuck, bro? Não. Shit. Oh shit. Mas aqui não dá para dar freeze. Ou eu simplesmente não estou a conseguir dar freeze. É que no 2 já dava bué da freezes, meu. Freeze! Vamos por aqui. Estão ali um gajo. Não! Não. Shit. Epá, eu já vou falecer. Pô, assim, os gajos não adormecem, meu. Foste? Bem. Limpei-lhes a vida, não é? Vamos a vida, vamos em frente, sem medo, gente. Temos que... Shit. Right there, nada. Não vamos ter conseguido... Mano, eu vou tentar novamente. Espera aí. Eu vou tentar novamente fazer freeze no gajo. Okay.
HQ. This is HQ. Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Listen, that guy's... Fuck. Foda-se. Vais ficar em primeira pessoa, não dá com nada, meu.
Nobody here.
Ok. O gajo foi para aqui, não foi? Isso vai tirar a tua vida. Vai a tua vida, meu. Vamos tentar.
Who's that?
Foda-se. Não dá, meu. Não dá para dar freeze? Ou aqui é diferente? Alguém procura aí. Ah, o freeze de Metal Gear Solid 3. Freeze enemy. Foda-se, no 2 era só apontar a arma, meu. Shit.
HQ, please respond. This is HQ. Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder, going into high alert. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Não, só quero saber se existe a técnica de dar freeze, meu. Que no 2 era fácil, é só chegar nas costas dele. Onde é que eles andam, gente? Havia aqui alguém, não havia? Aí está ali uma cena da... Um ninho de vespa asiática? Não está? Espera aí. Oh! Easy. Caraca, como eles correm. O que é que eu apanhei? Aí aqui não tem. Porque eu agora, se quiser meter os items, tenho que ir à backpack, não é? Bug Juice, AP Sensor... Para já deixar assim. Vamos só avançando. Temos comida? Temos comida. Olha a nossa comida, gente. Hornet's Nest. Que isto dá para comer? Taste unknown. Not eaten yet. Taste unknown. Not eaten yet. Taste unknown. Ok. Ok. O meu boneco é o Snake Eater. Pá, tem que ser. O jogo chama-se Snake Eater. Então tem que comer. Oi. Estás a apontar para que parte do corpo? Nada, antigamente era só fazer assim, estás a ver? Chegava atrás de alguém, fazias assim e ele dizia freeze! Aquele gajo. Oh shit! Quem é que me viu? Quem é que me está a ver? Por que é que o meu gajo está sempre a cair, meu? O meu silenciador já está a meio. Eu estou a ver aqui um gajo perto, é de mim? Vem ali um. Ui, quantos é que são? What? What the fuck, bro? Já devia ter avançado para o outro lado. Esta erva está aqui à frente, meu. Podiam ir todos embora, não era? Era abanar-lhes a ponte.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Fuck, meu.
The enemy! He's here! What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Ok, gente, resultou. Agora tem... Oh, não, está ali outro gajo. Fuck!
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Control here. Unable to determine the problem.
Understood. Return to your position.
O cara vai me foder a vida, meu.
What's wrong?
Pronto, tá. Eu não consigo dar freeze, meu, não sei. Deve ser aquela coisa que eu estou a fazer mal. Outro, meu! Oh, shit. Quantos é que são, meu? Eu acho que ele já nem tem silenciador, meu. Dá bem aos cogumelos? Eu nem consigo agarrá-los, meu. Como no 2. Mas como é que eu atiro ao chão? Não dá para agarrar, tipo como no outro? Eu não estou a chegar lá. Tipo, no outro eu consigo agarrar e deitá-los ao chão. Aqui só consigo... Oh! Olha. Ok, ok. Aprendemos algo sem querer. Agora, eu sei que se nós abanarmos os gajos, de vez em quando saem cenas deles. Tipo assim. E aqui de baixo eu vi que também tinha qualquer coisa. First person... Isso é uma arma nova. Isso é uma arma nova. Deve ver que os controlos estão um bocadinho diferentes do 2 e do 1.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held. This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight.
Meu, não olhes para aqui, meu.
There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Isso basicamente é o normal, não é? Ok. Fiz de limão é que era. Também era. Pá, a minha arma não tem silenciador agora. Tenho um micro. Deixa eu ver se alguém está a falar mal de mim. Não. Backpack. Tem aqui mais armas. O que temos aqui? Temos uma sniper, uma... parece uma M16, não é? Ok, e aqui? Estão ali 2 burros. Estou camuflado, não estou? Estou 90%. Oh meu, tu não vens mesmo contra mim, pai não? Ainda bem que o gajo é cego, meu.
Who's that?
Filha da mãe. Shit! Eu joguei mais lixado, meu. Foda-se, esse gajo viu-me por aqui. Ninguém sabe que estou... Ok, sabem que estou aqui. Fuck! Ui, quantos é que são, meu? Ok, vamos embora. Hello. Nós precisávamos do silenciador, meu. Pá, que não queria tratar para baixo, meu. Ainda acho, ainda estou a aprender o básico, meu. Tá bem, não sei muito bem o que é que eu fiz, mas... Caçadeira, não estou cheio de armas. Eu tenho que me esconder, meu. Vai ser aqui. Vai ser aqui. Oh, amigo.
Huh? Is that him? I see him.
Filha da mãe, meu. Como é que tu me encontraste, bro? Fuck! Eu tenho que me esconder num sítio melhor, meu. Não, meu! Ok. Foda-se. Foda-se, vocês sabem que eu estou aqui, meu. Por aqui. Shit! Não!
Snake, do you read? Snake!
Major.
Snake, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're far from okay. Look at your life gauge. You're on your last leg.
No, I can still...
See?
Snake, this is a solo sneaking mission. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Huh?
It means there's no backup, no cavalry. If you're taken out, nobody is there to take your place. Pull out for now and recuperate.
Find a hiding place and get some rest. Your life gauge will gradually recover with time. But the speed of your life gauge recovery depends on the level of your stamina gauge. so get plenty to eat, then get some rest. You hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Meu, foda-se fazer reload. Ok. Ok, vamos ficar aqui, gente. Ninguém nos vai encontrar aqui. Por amor de Deus, que ninguém nos encontra aqui, meu. Também não sei bem que aqui o motion não funciona, mas pronto. Ok.
He's over there. I see him.
Filha da mãe, meu. Por amor de Deus, agora que não vem aqui ninguém, meu. Ninguém sabe que eu estou aqui, pois não? Ninguém. Se tivesse a pistola com um silenciador ainda, não é? Ela aqui gasta-se. Tu sabes, não sabes nada, Miguel. Nem me estás a ver, pá.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Meu Deus, não gosto.
We've lost sight of the enemy. That's word formation.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue engagement.
Oh, gente, então. Nós temos que entrar dentro desta casa, meu. Shit, bro! Epa, epa.
This is HQ.
Really? Really? Põe-te a pé, Snake! Bem, a porta é esta, mano. Eu só tenho que me esconder aqui. Esperar que o tempo passe. Já tem no chão. Falta mais uma cadeira.
Nova mensagem de Ricardo Serra 22. Últimos bits. Vou ter saudades de usar os sons. Até um dia bits.
É bem, Silva, é bem. Parabéns, minha friend. Ok, estamos perto aqui. Não era só na segunda-feira? Era, mas... Já está, gente. Mas eu estava com a pica toda, pá. Estava com a pica toda para começar. E estou a dizer... Ainda agora comecei, pá. Eu amanhã também não me pego. Hoje vou só jogar um bocadinho. Só um bocadinho. Assim, segunda-feira já começa um bocadinho mais à frente. Que era para ver se... No dia 10... Ficava no Hogwarts. Amanhã não. Não, amanhã não.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero.
Não foi só ele, eu fui incentivado por muitas pessoas a ir hoje, pá.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for
Mas ele
being so
incentivou-me
late.
monetariamente, pá.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
Monetariamente com euros.
He's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of GRU. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt?
Mas eu também hoje não vou jogar muito, mais meia horinha de que e...
He's a member of the Army's
Que é o tempo de acabar estas cutscenes,
a
não é?
man who seeks to seize control of the motherland.
Tantas noites ao Kicks.
Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis
Guarda-te
2
bem,
years
obrigadinho
ago, Khrushchev has been
pela
pursuing a
tua
policy of
presença aqui.
peaceful coexistence with the West.
Tempo agradável.
Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure
Até às
of his
5.
cultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, the soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process. Or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure.
Por acaso, meu,
You must get me out
eu
of here before then.
vou fazer por isso,
Leave it to me.
para na segunda-feira eu estar aqui com uma caixa de pipocas
Superb.
para estar a comer e a jogar enquanto, né?
Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
What you
Having
mean?
second thoughts.
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
As poucas lindas são boas.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me.
Por
He's
acaso,
doing
por acaso
fine.
não, acho que
No
nunca comi
injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the
Believe him.
recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I had to kill them. There was no other way. But no one will know we were involved.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
Perderam o contacto com a boss? Porquê, meu? Que estranho. Demorei 40 minutos para terminar o capítulo 20 de MC. Acho que precisei de um abraço. Acho que preciso de um abraço. Tenho que dar um abraço ao Coba, faz favor, pá. Que eu estou numa sneaky mission. Não posso levantar agora para ir dar um abraço. Mas é, mano, ou uns nachos, não é? Eu curto bué nachos quando vou ao cinema, meu. Eu parece que está a fazer Kamehamehas, o caralho. Kamehameha. Ui. O que é que estava ali, gente?
Freeze!
Ah, eles sabem fazer freeze, estás a ver? Bem, lá se foi a stealthy mission. É, mano, eu juro que amanhã vou trazer comida, meu.
this is the legendary boss.
Vejam se conhecem este, gente.
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz. Huh. What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Ocelot.
Sokolov is ours.
Com menos de uns aninhos.
Get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Se um bebê é comprado ao idoso, sabes que isto é muito tempo antes. Uma bailarina. Ele aqui era muito show-off, ele sempre foi muito show-off, não é? Mas um perdeu logo o braço, pronto. Mataram-me! Olha-me para isto, meu, hein? Que game! Isto era para-se no que não era o som.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
Yeah.
GRU operatives? What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Oh, Sokolov, tem calma.
Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
CQC Combat. Ui. It's slow motion, pá.
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. you tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Foi aqui que começou a paixão dele, gente. Foi aqui que começou o crush. A música do jogo nesta altura era interessante, uma bala a desliza livremente sobre o chão liso do alternativo.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you alright?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it.
Aquele miado logo se não lagais, né?
Stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by
Se ameaça alguém também.
We're counting on you.
A pessoa podia começar a ter medo, não é? Ok, está tudo a dormir. Olha aqui o nosso ocelote, pá. Não dá para pegar nele? Vamos logo connosco, gente. Vamos aqui andar. Ocelote! Oh sim, ocelote! Fantástico, até parecemos um helicóptero, pá. Jesus! Fantástico. Deixá-lo no meio das ervas para quando ele acordar. Olha, o que é que acontece se eu matar agora o ocelote? Matamos a cobra ao pontapé, gente. Pois é. Queriam vocês. E agora, para onde é que é o caminho, gente? E acho que é por aqui, não é? Quer dizer, não, temos que voltar para trás, não? Final Fantasy já joguei. Já joguei alguns, nunca cheguei ao fim de nenhum. Joguei o 6, joguei o 9, joguei o 10, joguei um demo do 13, joguei o 15, mas nunca cheguei ao fim de nenhum. Se bem que seria por aqui. E o 7 não, ainda não joguei. Eu percebi, ainda falta sair história do 7, não é? Eu queria pegar nele quando tivesse completamente terminado.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Não, mas a PSU não joguei.
The best GRU has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished.
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly
Porque isso deve ser jogo fixe para jogar no telemóvel.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2.
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the kernel
Queria
gets
jogar
his
Final
hands on it,
Fantasy VII.
it will mean the
Mas eu
end
queria jogar o novo quando
of
tivesse
The end
saído
of the
tudo.
Cold War.
Yes,
Pelo que eu percebi, ainda não saiu tudo, não é?
will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to
O
cooperate.
original, epá, não sei se consigo, meu.
I didn't want to die.
Já é muito old para mim, meu.
Wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly.
Quer dizer, eu até o posso jogar, mas em stream duvido que consiga jogar.
Got it. Let's go.
Se calhar para jogar no telemóvel, como o Zorte, é o Zorte que disse que jogou no telemóvel. Ainda devo conseguir. Já by the way, boa Ricardo. Participei no giveaway, gente. Quem puder, participei no giveaway para me ajudar. Ficar sempre atento. Mas eu queria jogar a versão remake sem saber a história, porque eu não conheço a história e queria, tipo, a primeira impressão que tenho ser sem conhecer o jogo. Sei já algumas personagens e assim, mas esperem, esta não é a Boss!
Boss?
O que eu não terminei que eu curti foi o 6, meu. O 6 ainda era em 2D e o caso, mas eu curti muito o 6.
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Oh, caraças.
Hornets?
Como é que o gajo consegue ser puxado pelas vespas asiáticas, pá?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Olha, este é o The End, este é o
Now that
sniper.
all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Sabes quem é este? Sabem quem é este, gente? Sabe quem é este? Sabem quem é este? Zé!
Kuwabara, Kuwabara.
Eles no Metal Gear Solid têm que ter sempre um Pikachu, não é? Tem que haver sempre um Pikachu.
Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads.
These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
Vais abandonar uma santa noite, Sortek. Nós daqui a pouco também já vamos... já vamos terminando. Obrigado por estares aí. Ouch! Boss!
He's seen my face.
Não era até assim que... Não, está a brincar.
We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished.
Khrushchev! Não conheço. Oh não, choque de trovão não. Agora está armado em Wolverine também.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
Snake!
The new blood has been rejected.
Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Epá, nem deixam um gajo dormir até tarde, meu. Isto nem está mal. Vamos ver, gente, e foi assim que o pai do Solid Snake faleceu. Pronto, foi assim. Não conseguiste o fim alternativo? Estar a falar sério ou estar a falar... a gozar? Eu não me lembro se havia finais alternativos ou não. Acho que o final é sempre o mesmo, não é? O final é sempre o mesmo.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah, just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move?
Ai, deixa ver.
You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there.
Ele está magoado, gente.
All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it.
Ah, ok. Só relaxar, gente.
Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay,
First, we've got to
liar.
get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone, and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item, and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely.
Não percebi nada do que ela disse, meu. Acho que vou ficar aí com o braço infeccionado. Você é de Portugal? Sim, sou de Portugal, amigo. És do Brasil? Ok. Vamos lá ver se um gajo sabe isto. Está ali deitado no chão, coitado. Ora bem. Primeiro temos de fazer a surgery, não é? Broken bone, cut. Ui, Jesus, temos o gajo todo fodido, meu. Ok, vamos primeiro ver os broken bones, gente. O que é que um gajo pode fazer para os broken bones? Treating cuts, não. Petty for treating burns, cuts, gunshot, and broken bones. Ok. Splint. Ok, tá. Ok. Agora, aqui, outro, não é? Ok. Mais, o que é que ele tem aqui? Cut. Cut tínhamos... Assim, tá. Ainda tem mais? Ok, mais? Ok, já está mais aqui mais resolvido. Já veio no Brasil, opá, assim para todos os anos faço uma tour aí pelo Brasil. Não, estou a brincar, nunca fui, amigo, nunca fui. Nunca fui, não senhor. Caga nos outros partidos, para decorar vais ter que fazer isso tudo. Pá, ao menos agora sim. Já não me lembro se depois vou fazer muitas mais vezes, mas cut. Ok. 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 Isto é mais cuts, não é? Ok. Ok, qual era o outro? Era este aqui. Ok. Eu assim, acho que vais acabar de dizer Harry Potter. Vou! Confia, tem vontade. É assim, não é dos sítios que eu quero ir em primeiro lugar, mas porque vais-me oferecer algum bilhete para o Brasil. Vai-me oferecer uma viagem para o Brasil? Caraças, tem calma, amigo. Snake! Boa noite a todos, um resto lá. Porta-te bem, Miguel. Um grande abraço à frente. Ah, bem, não sei se fiz pela ordem certa, Sr. Fox, mas olha, foi tudo. Foi tudo. Get to the chopper! Tá como novo, meu. Tá como novo.
job, Snake.
Estás a ver? Como
We're
novo.
coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Oi!
Shagohod.
Este é o primeiro Metal Gear, não é?
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Xiii! Quem é que ligou as luzes, gente? pronto que a brasa está pronta. Caraca, assim, mano, lançar assim uma bomba nuclear. Não é bem... Isto não é bem... Quer dizer, não é? É da dimensão... Não sei se é bem da dimensão, mas... E agora o jogo, isto começa agora, não é? Agora o jogo começa agora, não é? Isto foi só a intro, não é? Isto foi só a intro, o jogo começa agora. Antes era a brincar, era só a introdução, pá. Esta música é tudo, meu. É a melhor música de Metal Gear. .007 e meio. É melhor que a de 007, pá. Ver a gameplay desistido. Eu nem sei como é que se desbloqueia essa Twitter. É bem, Kobe, é bem. Está normal. Vamos lá, primeiro episódio, gente, começa agora. Previously on Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Uma semana depois. Já passou uma semana? Só vimos a intro e já passou uma semana.
Currently flying over the Arctic Ocean, altitude 30,000 feet, approaching Soviet airspace. Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the Virtuous mission. So instead, we'll be using one of our newest weapons. Snake, you're being given an honor on par with Alan Shepard. This is our last chance. Show your patriotism. If you fail, you'll be back in a hospital bed again, waiting for the firing squad. So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Isto deve ser algum bug que está a piscar vermelho, não?
Part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an
Não me
accomplice to
acredito
the
que
boss.
fosse assim na versão normal.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does
Como é que é,
this mean
Calis? Como é que
Fox is
estamos?
going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
Pensei que tinha parado de
Situation
pescar.
has changed. We still got a chance to come out of this one alive.
Yeah, what kind of chance?
Don't get too excited. Here, have a cigar. It's Cuban.
Oh, também quero. Estamos bem. Estamos a começar o Metal Gear Solid 3. Porque já começamos para aí 1 hora e tal, mas...
This morning, I had a meeting
Todos os
with the
efeitos,
CIA.
começamos agora.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No.
E pronto, estamos aqui a avançar um bocadinho antes de ir dormir.
Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson? Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB-754, was destroyed in a nuclear
Olha, é um jogo que nunca joguei, Danganronpa.
At about the same
E para
time,
jogar uma altura,
our
mas
anti-aircraft radar picked
nunca
up
peguei não.
a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash
Vale a pena?
Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
Se gosta de anime investigação criminal,
I should have contacted you myself.
às costas dos dois.
Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
No.
Trigar a piavok.
So you haven't heard that. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin? Of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
You mean the Boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took 2 miniature nuclear shells along with her.
The Boss took 2 miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the Boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole 2 experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is
Matar
that
outra
right
pessoa
as
sem
well?
serem descobertos para
That's
fugir. Se forem
correct. We were
descobertos,
not
não.
involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in violation of our airspace.
Sounds fun.
And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
Vou depois ver depois da
You
stream a ver se
expect me to
me
believe
interessa.
that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you.
Quando até chegar ao fim do
However, I'm
poster.
afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the
Força,
American
força, força. Eu também
government.
só vou terminar esta cutscene e vou xixicando. Porque...
You have 1 week. You must catch the Boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device.
Temos que apanhar o
Then
boss.
You must find some way to prove your
A
innocence.
boss. E apanhar
Prove our
os
innocence.
devices nucleares, né?
Yes,
Bem.
preferably something.
Olha, Doki Doki é outro jogo que eu quero
Prove
jogar,
to me
mas que
that
ainda não
this is
joguei.
not
Olha aqui, ela é
merely
tipo light
another one
novel.
of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal, huh?
If you fail, it will mean the beginning of a new world war.
To put it simply, in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict, we have to prove that America was not involved in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off. You were her last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Are the Russians going to be helping us?
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Epá, tanto relógio, pá.
That's it?
They've also put us in touch with a couple of insiders.
Insiders?
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Here we go.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed
Bastante
exceeding
noite, Sir
Mach
Fox.
3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Não vai dizer que mentira. Tá como novo, pá. Novo, foi uma aterragem perfeita, meu.
This is Snake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the Colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
I must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
Dick.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
All right, then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
Esquisitinho, meu, não é?
From square zero. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Is this her last chance, too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or less the same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the last time. That frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an expert on the latest in weapons and equipment technology. You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, "Who are the Patriots?" and "Lali Lule Lo."
Lali Lule Lo. Gotcha.
Lali Lule Lo.
You've been equipped with a 45 for this mission. Be careful, it's noisy.
I thought standard Fox procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
The circumstances are different this time. You're now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war. Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Voltamos ao mesmo sítio onde começamos, não? Foi mais ou menos... Não sei se foi aqui que começamos. Não, foi. Aqui foi onde apanhamos a sniper, não foi? Então. Isso. E aqui foi onde apanhamos a sniper. Ok. Tem qualquer coisa? Não tem. Oi? Oi? O sapo ali, meu. The fuck? The fuck, meu? Isto é para trás, não é? Eu nem sei se é para trás. Isso só cobras, meu. Um cavalo. Se calhar fui bem. E um cavalo a fazer, meu. Só 7 easy, mano. À primeira. Acabou.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you yet.
Boss!
Boss!
That arm still hurt?
What are you doing here?
Já começa bem outra vez.
Go home.
Ela sempre porrada, meu.
Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
Mas a ver, é estes agarrantes que eu queria fazer.
I'm not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry. The border is 60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Why'd you defect?
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later, you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long.
Oh, mas já me esmagou a mão.
I'll kill you. Now, go home.
Já me deu cabo da mão, pá. Epá, mas este Snake está sempre todo partido, meu.
This is Snake. Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
Mas tem uma faca. É melhor curar, não é? Dá para curar. Porque eu já tenho as mãos direitas. Já não preciso de nada. Pronto, olha, não é preciso de nada. Olha, melhor, não é? Shit.
This is HQ. Patrol here.
Mas é por aqui.
We have evidence of an enemy intruder. Commence alert formation.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Vamos ter que passar aqui a... Nós temos stun, não é? Será que consigo? Não, não. Então, mas isto não deu. What? Onde é que era o caminho, meu? Pode ficar encurralado. Será que o caminho era mesmo para trás? É que eu não vejo caminho aqui. Vamos por aqui. Aqui não há nada. Pode, vem aqui, peraí.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Vamos por aqui. Vamos por aqui, que eu não sei se é por aqui se não, mas... Parece que é para trás, não é? Mas... Ali à frente já não vi caminho, não sei se era por ali se não. Vou aqui ver por onde eu vim. Pois, aqui é para trás, aqui não deve ser. Aqui é para o início da missão, não é? Nós podemos ir lá atrás só por descarga de consciência, mas... Oh shit, se calhar não chegamos lá. Ai. No! No! Snake! Não se escapar. Eu acho que é por cima. Pá. Só que eu por cima não vi caminho. Éramos mais stealth. Aqui ainda é safe. Não tem uma camuflagem melhor, pois não? Tenho, sim senhora. Vamos assim, blacks. Perfeito, mano. 95%. Espera, para onde é que era o caminho, meu? Se me pisa da mão... Se me pisas da mão, eu dou cabo de ti, meu. Isso. Matei-o. Agora não tem nada para mim. Granada? Pode dar jeito. Ah, era por aqui. Não é ninguém. Vamos embora. Aqui é a ponte, não é? E aqui é a ponte. Olha. Se eu tivesse agora uma pistolinha para disparar ali para o ninho, não era? Tirar a faca, acho que não dá. Eu gostava de dizer como é que se agarra, meu. Tenho que depois ver off stream, ver se encontro. Ok, está a dormir. Ui, mas vem aí gente. Bem? Não. Granada, ok. É safe, meu? Eu não sei se é safe. Está ali um gajo. Está ali um gajo a descer. Desde que não venhas à ponte, está tudo bem. Shit. Não, burro, não tinhas que falar. Tinhas de estar calado. Se pões a pé. Pronto, é assim. Da próxima, estás calado. Ok. Não dá para tirar a faca, só dá para dar naifadas, meu. Só dá para fazer assim, ó. Não! Não caias, o Snake. Uniforme Raindrop. Vamos meter esta assim. Tá bem, não sei se há mais por aqui soldados, mas... E aqui foi onde salvamos o Sokolov, não é? Está aqui alguém? Devia dar para andar crouch, meu. Eu acho que não está aqui ninguém. Não tem aparência de estar aqui alguém. AK-47, olha. Smoke grenade. Era para aqui, não é? Thermal goggles, olha, isto vai dar jeito. Dá para abrir esta.
Sorry I'm late.
Cut the engine. They'll hear us.
Are you the agent they sent?
Are you Adam? I thought you were supposed to be a man.
Adam couldn't make it.
All right, say the password. Who are the Patriots? Who are the Patriots? Answer me! Trapped.
Get down!
É outro que não falha as balas.
There is your answer.
Pronto, olha, já aumentou a personalidade.
The name's Eva.
Isto tem um botão só para olhar para as mamas, gente. Ele está ali muito colado, meu. Ficou muito colado ali a ver se acreditava.
This wasn't part of the plan. What happened to Adam?
What's your code name?
It's Snake.
Snake, huh? Well, I'm Eva. Are you here to tempt me?
What happened to Adam?
Colonel Volgan is a very suspicious man. He decided Adam wasn't the right person for this mission.
And you were?
Yes,
Why?
because I can do things he can't.
I heard you used to be a codebreaker for the NSA.
I was. 4 years ago, I defected to the Soviet Union with Adam.
Mauser military. The broom handle.
It packs quite a punch. Nice to have when you're on a bike.
You held it sideways and used the muzzle jump to create a horizontal sweep. That was impressive.
Bet you've never seen that technique in the West.
It's imitation, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a Chinese Type 17 pistol. Around here, even that's hard to come by. Don't worry, though. The one I've got for you is American-made.
.45, huh? Incredible.
Do you like it?
On the Snake.
The feeding ramp is polished to a mirror sheen. The slide's been reinforced, and the interlock with the frame is tightened for added precision. The sight system is original too. The thumb safety is extended to make it easier on the finger. A long type trigger with non-slip grooves. A ring hammer. The base of the trigger guard's been filed down for a higher grip. And not only that, nearly every part of this gun has been expertly crafted and customized. Where'd you get something like this?
I grabbed it from a Western munitions armory. It probably used to belong to one of your officers, and there are more where that came from. You had this with you, didn't you? Better take this too.
What's that?
A disguise to make you look like a scientist.
A disguise?
Yes. You're here to rescue Sokolov, right?
Sokolov's still safe then.
Vamos nós parecer o Hitman.
He's being forced to continue his work on the Shagohod.
Where?
At the lab. They've got a whole army of scientists there developing new weapons. Security is tight, but if you disguise yourself as a scientist, you might be able to sneak in.
Can we get Sokolov out of there?
We'll see, won't we?
Tell me how to get to the lab.
The safest way in is from the rear. First, you'll need to head north through the jungle. You'll come to a heliport used for shipping materials. Pass the heliport and continue north, and there will be a large crevice. Descend into that area, and you'll reach a cave. Move through the cave, and you will arrive at a mangrove swamp. After the swamp, there'll be a warehouse. Make your way through the warehouse, and you'll come out just south of the lab.
Got it.
And just what are you doing there?
In close-range combat, a knife can sometimes be more useful than a gun. By doing this, I'll be able to hold a knife at the same time and still keep the gun steady. That way, I can instantly switch between a gun battle and a knife fight. Right, let's get going.
Wait a minute.
What now?
You must be tired. Why don't you take a little rest?
I'll be fine.
You'll never make it in your condition. It's a jungle out there. There's still an hour before dawn. It's dangerous to be out in the jungle at night without a guide.
What about you?
I have to get back. I can't be gone for too long. They'll start to suspect something. Don't worry. I'll keep you updated over the radio.
That's it?
My orders are to provide you with information, nothing more. You look disappointed. All right then. I'll do something special for you.
Wait.
I'll stand watch until dawn. Now be a good boy and lie down. What's the matter?
I don't know you well enough to trust you.
How well do you have to know me to trust me?
I don't know if I can trust anybody.
Gonna get that?
She's right, Snake. You should get some sleep. Although in your condition, you really ought to be back in the ICU. Whenever you save the game and quit, you'll go to sleep. Sleeping allows you to gain back stamina naturally. Depending on how long you sleep, you may also recover naturally from sickness and injury. When you're tired or hurt, the best thing to do is just get some sleep. So do yourself a favor and take a nap. Doctor's orders, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Logo. Ok, já vamos gravar e vamos ficar por aqui. Ok? Já está bom, pá. Já está bom, já avançamos muito. Pá. Começamos depois no dia seguinte, não é? É melhor. Alt F4. Já terminou, já terminou. Vamos lá.